Down those movements now with Nick Kunze from Sanlam Private Wealth. Nick, as always, many thanks for your time this evening. Let's talk about the JSE overall markets today. Broad-based losses. We're seeing industrials in the red, financials in the red. Not a great day on the markets today. Are we just taking a breather from the record gains we've seen earlier in the week, or are there some other catalysts?
Yeah, evening. Yeah, tough day in the office today. I mean, as you pointed out, yesterday all-time high on the JSE all-share, all-time high on the top 40, and then today a reminder that volatility is still here. You know, down almost 2% in both of the main indices. I think there's a little bit of positioning. We've got some very key jobless numbers out of America tomorrow. There is a feeling that possibly we've run a little bit too hard. We are, of course, one of the best performing indexes in the world, even not in rands and dollars. So far year to date. So I think you're right. Maybe a little bit of profit taking, a bit of a pause ahead of some key economic data out of America tomorrow.
Right, let's talk about the rand losing a little bit of ground against the US dollar, but still remaining at the levels we've seen in the last 2 years. Talk us through those movements and really just the outlook for the local unit.
Yeah, it's difficult to quite fathom, but you know, everyone's inherently, all of us are quite negative SA and negative the rand in the best of times. But actually, there's quite a bit of good news coming through. You know, current account deficit's been looking better, balance of trade has been looking better. Of course, we're in the midst of quite a large, what they're calling a super cycle commodity boom, which is great for countries like South Africa. We could go on about the tax receipts are better than expected. So all in all, and of course, adding Eskom's debt last week reduced by nearly 80 billion rand. So a lot of good news, a bit of a tailwind. Caught the rand yesterday under 13.50 against the dollar, quite extraordinary. A little bit of softening again today ahead of those US numbers, a bit of dollar strength coming through. But at the moment, it seems difficult to bet against the level of the rand. It seems the point of least resistance for the rand is to go firmer.
That's right. And also, let's get into some company news before we have to wrap. Shoprite finally finalizing its exit from Nigeria. South African retailers have had a really tough time, and we've seen a number of them exit over the last few years. Your thoughts on this move? I mean, Shoprite has made no secret about the fact that they want to focus their business on Southern Africa. So just your thoughts on the exit and the prospects that now exist for Shoprite.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure whether to be happy or sad, but, you know, because they were the forerunners into Africa. 16 years ago, they opened their first store in Nigeria, got it up to 25 stores. In fact, some of the largest stores. It was quite a reasonably good success story for South Africans going outside of our borders into Nigeria. But I think, in summary, the currency volatility, the ability to get their money out, the Nigerian economy very much at the whim of what the oil price does up and down. I think they found it just too difficult to operate, and then is starting to focus more on a franchise model back home, selling that business today, as you said. Market like it, stock was up over 4%, and once again, it seems to be concentrating more of the activities back home, and the market seems to like it.
That's Nick Kunze from Sanlam Private Wealth giving us an update on the markets day that was.